welcome to the WWE Monday Night Raw on Netflix post show. It's your boy ABE from DET.
It's
My
your boy
name is
Ron
Chuck
T. the
Jordan.
Icon. Are we doing the box thing again in
Oh,
order?
what
Follow the
is
boxes,
going
man.
on here, man?
Gotta follow the boxes. But my name is Chuck Jordan.
He always wants to be second. It's cool. It's your boy Ron T. the Icon.
We here, no matter what
Actually,
order.
actually, I like being over there, but Abe threw me on this side of the box, so I just followed the box. I just follow the boxes.
Monday Night Raw on a weird early start time. I didn't even pay attention.
They started at 5. Only reason
Why
I
was
knew.
it?
I thought it was
Only
6.
reason, probably because they're coming from Saudi. They said it started at 5.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
started
Only
at-
reason I found out. Shout out to Tony Wrestling. I was like, what? Started at 5.
Right.
It's on right now. It's been on for an hour. That's what I
the
found out.
hell? Yeah, I had to run
Yeah.
them and catch up, but I did. It starts off. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky are in the ring talking WWE Evolution, and it seems to be set in stone. Now we finally get that one-on-one match. We get Rhea Ripley, Io Sky for the women's world title at Evolution. Ron T, the Icon, your thoughts on this opening segment?
I'm excited to see this actual one-on-one match, man. They got really good chemistry together. I believe throwing a third person in there was kind of, messing everything up. But I'm glad EO retained so we can get that one-on-one match. And still, Rhea has never beat EO in a one-on-one match. So things been kind of going Rhea's way recently. So they might go ahead and get a title back to Rhea. But we shall see.
Shout out Gaming with Join27 saying what up in the chat. Appreciate you joining us. Chuck Jordan, your
though?
thoughts on the opening?
So I felt like this was the right choice by Io, but I also was kind of what is the word called? Just gonna skip the word for right now and just go on with my statement of you talked with Oscar about, it's finally something that y'all talked about is y'all two fighting, but yet you choose Rhea, which I still feel like was the better decision. But I was kind of just taking it back. That's what it was. Taking it back. Like, why didn't you choose Rhea? Why didn't you choose Oscar?
Probably because you had to win that crown.
Because you knew no one was ready for Oscar, and you just was like, I'd rather fight Rhea because I know I can beat Rhea. I beat Rhea every single time. I'm not ready for Oscar. And if I get to choose my opponent, I'm choosing the weaker of the two too. Even though I'm not saying she's the weaker of the two, I'm just saying if I was in Io's eyes, I've always beaten Rhea. I have no idea what's going to happen with Oscar. I'm choosing the Rhea too, so I thought it was a good choice, but I was a little taken back. Like, I'm surprised she or make her like, all right, hey, I want to fight you, but I also want to fight her. Y'all fight for the right to fight me. One of those two. It was just nothing. It was just, no, I'm just gonna choose you. I'm like, smart choice, Io. Smart choice.
Io. Smart choice. But it's all set in stone. We'll see what happens at WWE Evolution, turning out to be a great PLE. But next up, a great match that turned out to be great. I didn't see it coming, but it definitely was. Hell of a way to kick off the beginning of the show, wrestling wise. New Day versus the Judgment Day, the battle of the days. And the winner and new tag team champions, Finn Balor, JD McDonough, Chuck Jordan. Was this the right decision?
We about to bring the pain on them. Yes, this was the right choice.
that music is hard.
This is the right. Matter of fact, since we're talking about unity in groups, let me join my comrades with the shades.
Right. There you go. Team power.
This was it, right? This was a great match. I loved how New Day, Xavier Woods is it's like he's been in the gym. But I loved how they controlled the match until the end with that hot tag to Finn, and then it was great, man. I enjoyed this match
thoroughly. Ron T, the Icon, your thoughts on the new tag team champions?
I think it was the right choice as well, man. But yeah, shout out to the New Day, Xavier Woods with the doing the Jeff Jarrett strut, and them playing
it's the Xavier Woods strut. It's his strut.
But yeah, I like that whole thing, and I like the fake out that they did when they had Finn accidentally put the coup de grace on JD, and you thought it was a wrap. But man, this was an excellent tag match, man. I hope we get to see more tag matches of this caliber because they have the talent to do it. It's all about giving them the time to work, and they got enough time to do it. Really good match, man. And have you noticed how over the Judgment Day is right now? Like they're clearly it was heel versus heel, but everybody was cheering for the Judgment Day.
That's because ever since they added Roxanne, come on, what's going against her little?
Speaking of them getting hot, Ryan, let's take that to our next segment. We're backstage. Finn Balor was back there negotiating with Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce, and it is now official as Roxanne Perez is one half of the tag team champions. And to take it a step further, the Judgment Day are backstage and they put in their vote, and it was unanimous. And now not only is she a tag team champion, she is also an official member of the hottest faction in professional wrestling with all of the gold, the New Day. Shout out to the Prodigy. I told y'all.
The Judgment
Judgment. It's the Judgment.
Day.
Judgment Day.
The new Judgment Day. You said the New Day.
Oh, yeah. New Day, Judgment Day is a bunch of day shit going on, man. It's all mixed up. But hey,
that's what happened when they have a day shift Raw.
Right.
Raw thrown off.
A day tag champion on a day shift Raw. What the hell? Ron T, the icon, your thoughts?
I'm glad to see it, man. We kind of predicted it, though. We predicted a couple weeks ago that that's what they're going to do. And now they have to fight 3 other teams. They have to fight a tag team from Raw, tag team from SmackDown, and a tag team from NXT. So I'm excited to see who they're going to be. What up, Jody?
What up, Jody? Chuck Jordan, your thoughts on the new Judgment Day and your girl Roxanne Perez shining bright?
I loved it, but I'm gonna not even go there because I love me some Roxanne, but the level of pettiness, I want to call him Petty Murphy, if you will. Finn Balor, next level petty, like
yes, he is.
Threw Liv under a bus. And without even him literally throwing her under, like her injury was her own. But he's so quick. You know what? Little Roxy can take her place and hold the belts. You know what? Little Roxy can take her place in the group. And then you see the way he smiled at the end. This is excellent. This is wonderful. This is great. I'm like, Patty Murphy. I'm loving it.
Incredible.
I am loving it.
Incredible. We shit on WWE all the time. You bring up NXT stars and you don't know how to use them. They hitting a goddamn grand slam with Roxanne Perez right now.
And Julia.
And Julia. You're right. You're right, man. Killing it, man. Jody's in the chat agreeing with you, saying Petty Balor. Oh my God.
Yeah.
He used to be the demon, man. Now y'all calling him Petty.
Petty Murphy, man.
Petty Murphy. There it is. Oh well. Next up, we got what they would call a banger. Rusev defeats Sheamus, but it was a hell of a hard-hitting match. I'm hearing best of 7 coming soon. Chuck Jordan, your thoughts on this one?
Man, Rusev is a monster. I'm loving Rusev's streak. He didn't give a shit that they used to be boys. He like, if you in my way, you getting ran the fuck over. And this is what happened. Move out the way.
Hey,
that's all I had.
That's all he had. I called it. Y'all didn't think so at first. I said, I think this is going to be a really good feud between him and Sheamus. And y'all like, come on, man. They throwing him to the trash with Sheamus. Nobody has a good rivalry with Sheamus. I saw it coming, man. And it has not disappointed. This was an outstanding, great match. If we had to give it stars, you say it's a 5-star match without all the flippy dippy stuff. This was just hard hitting, like strong man wrestling. That's what it was.
Chuck Jordan.
It was the second best match of the night. I think the New Day and Judgment Day was number 1, but this was definitely up there.
It was up there for sure, man. Solid match. Little backstage shenanigans going on. You got the American Made backstage mourning the loss of their Fightful leader, Chad Gable, and out comes an American, El Grande Americano, I should say, looking a lot like my man from
Ludwig.
Ludwig Kaiser. Yeah, you know,
He
is
he
that is,
definitely looked like he was El Grande Americano because he was about like a foot taller than the last time we
exactly
saw him.
a little slimmer and everything? Who could this possibly be, Ron T?
I think it might be Ludwig,
I
but
think it
I
is.
want to hear the backstory if it is Ludwig or why it's Ludwig. Like,
Because
Exactly.
remember our guy got hurt.
no, who got hurt?
Um,
Chad.
Chad got hurt.
I know, but like, why would they replace him with Ludwig?
Think about it. Chad is hurt. Someone has to be American Grande.
I know, but like, why would they?
Although
choose-
Chad isn't American Grande, I'm just saying,
El Grande
even though
Americano.
he's really not him, someone has to be him considering Chad is hurt. So I'm saying.
I'm just
Shout out Troy talking
It
about
made me
banger
wonder.
after banger on the chat.
I agree, man. But it makes me wonder of like why Ludwig would agree.
Why
Like, how
not?
No, I'm just saying storyline wise.
He had
Why-
nothing else to do, and this is a heel thing. You know, heels stick together.
I don't know. Did he? Chad
And
must have paid him.
Chad's a good negotiator.
Chad must have paid him pretty good.
Chad is a good negotiator. You see, he
Right.
still got the Creed brothers and Ivy following him, even though they've turned into a bunch of losers. He's a good
Right.
negotiator.
Ron
My
T,
bad.
how do you feel about Karrion Cross and Sami Zayn still getting into it backstage? Where are we headed with this?
I don't know, man. I feel like this still would have made more sense if Karrion Cross won,
Right.
and they could have continued this on. It's like, Sammy, like I beat you. Why are you still messing with me? Leave me alone. But had he lost to Sammy, this would hold a little bit more weight to it. But maybe they heard everybody saying that they didn't like the way it went, so they're like, all right, we got to fix it. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we will see.
I personally looked at it a different way. I think also agreeing with Ron. But if you notice during the New Day versus Judgment Day, they had called out Karrion had pushed Xavier and Kofi to the point of to this new bad day that they are now. And he was like, they haven't looked as good since they had Big E back in the day. They was like, and it's all thanks to Karrion Cross for pushing those buttons. And you remember how exaggerating it was watching him exasperating it was watching him attack Xavier over and over and over again until he pushed him. I believe that Karrion, they're trying to use him as this pushing Sammy into madness, if you will. But I don't want to see it. I feel like Karrion just needs to go back to being Killer Croc.
Yeah, Killer Cross was definitely a whole lot more. I mean, he got the music, he got the entrance and stuff now again. Just go back to Killer Cross.
We will see what happens. Next up, we get Bailey versus I'm gonna respect it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say what you think I'm gonna say, but Lyra Valkyra. And it ends up in a draw. Y'all called it a week ago. You said we on our way to a triple threat between Becky and the two of these numbnuts, and it looks like we're headed in that direction. Chuck Jordan, your thoughts on this draw?
So they say if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. And
Ronti,
this is your girl.
I have a lot of nice things to say about this match.
All right, take Ron
Thank
down.
you.
We're
Thank
taking
you.
Ron down.
No, the match itself was a really, really good match, man. They dampened it with the ending, man. That makes no sense. I've never seen them say, "Oh, they both pinned each other. It's a draw." I've never seen it. Never seen it. Now, it would have made more sense if Becky came back out for her revenge to screw it up, thinking she did something. That would have made more sense. But they went for the draw thing, and that was stupid, man. That was the dumbest ending ever because it was a really good match. It put a sour taste in your mouth if you enjoyed the match, which I did. So this ending was stupid. Even if they would have did a count out with them fighting outside the ring, that would have been more palatable than it was a double pin.
Definitely. Next up, we get the World Heavyweight Champion, the Ring General Gunter, is in the ring. He's talking that talk. And out comes
Oh,
Mr. Money in the Bank, Seth Rollins, with his right-hand man, Paul Heyman. They're talking the talk. They're letting Gunther know at any time he could cash in on him. But out comes a heated CM Punk who chases Seth Rollins out of the arena. He thinks he's in the clear, and then he runs into L.A. Knight. Wow. No fans here of L.A. Knight. Wow.
Yeah.
No. I figured there was no coach. Only coach would say yeah.
Chuck Jordan, your thoughts on this segment?
I thought they really set up multiple feuds with this one because you had CM Punk pushing Gunther, which that set that up. Seth Rollins putting both the champions on notice. I could cash in on either one. I didn't go to Saudi to specifically cash in on John. I was just making sure I screwed over Punk. But both of y'all on notice. Neither one of you are safe, so don't feel safe. So that's another one. LA Knight with the Seth, that's another one. And then you had crap, brain went fart. Of course, you still got Gunther who was talking trash. That's always still one in the air.
You got the feud with LA Knight, Seth Rollins. You got a feud that they set up with CM Punk possibly.
That's what I'm saying. CM Punk and Gunther.
No, LA Knight and CM Punk.
Oh, that one also.
They bumped heads today too.
Yeah, so they set up a multiple. I think the last one I was thinking was of course we still got the Seth Rollins and John. It's I like I said, both champions. Seth can challenge cash on either champion. But yeah, I thought they set up a lot of different story angles that they can go further with on this one. So usually you hate promos like this, but this one was a really good setup of we can get multiple matches out of this one.
Yeah, definitely.
So Gunther is 2 for 2 on promos. So the last 2 weeks in a row, he's delivered on promos, and he's now seen again as a credible champion because they diminished him like before. So that's good to see. I'll say that. I was thinking, you have Paul Heyman with Seth Rollins, right?
Yeah.
And they got Bronson Reed, and they got Bronson Reed, and they have Brian Breaker.
Yeah.
And Seth Rollins went off to get Plan B. What if Plan B is after Gunther beats Goldberg, Brock Lesnar shows up? Might happen, might not happen, whatever. This is just me thinking. And sets up something between Brock Lesnar and Gunther, which would be an amazing match. Gunther happens to, win at the end, like barely. Or somewhere in the match, Seth Rollins comes down and basically he sets the whole thing up for him to cash in on Gunther. Like, I don't know.
Can somebody in the truck cut his mic?
Yeah.
I'm like, why? Ron over here playing 2K live on the podcast.
I'm just thinking. I don't know what the plan B is going to be, but I don't think we will.
The plan B is a little pill that you can buy at CVS, and it's
But no, I don't see him coming back. I think he's probably going to retire. But I mean, that's something.
We'll see. We shall see. A comment in the chat got me thinking about my next question. First, a comment from Jody saying that custom Seth briefcase is fire. And that leads me to my question. Who had the better briefcase? Was it Brock Lesnar's boombox, Tiffany Stratton purse, or Seth Rollins' new luxurious briefcase? Which one would you choose, Ron T?
I think the boombox, just because it was silly.
Boombox. I already know, Chuck. You're gonna second that, aren't you?
The goddamn Brock party. That's what they called it. Brock party.
It was.
He would come out and get the little.
Yeah.
And then he got mad at Paul. That was the best part.
That was the best part.
When he was like, "You mean I can cash in whenever the hell I feel like it?"
Leave y'all comments in the chat. Let me know which one y'all think is best: Seth Rollins, Tiffany Stratton, or Brock Lesnar.
I think Naomi needs to make a caution one for herself. I think she
that
would
be
the best
nice.
one.
That's coming soon, probably more than likely.
That's funny though, because I just brought up Brock Lesnar, and y'all just looked at me like I was crazy.
Oh, what you said was off the radar, but
Yeah, this was
the briefcase was actually considering a good
It was a
topic.
fan question. Fan question.
I
That
was
leads us.
I was just thinking. That's all. Just thinking.
Main event: Brian Breaker, Bronson Reed defeat Penta and an injured Sami Zayn to get the win. Afterwards, the heels were going to beat the hell out of them, and out comes Jay Uso with a steel chair. You ever thought, is it just me, or do you think like if it's a group of people and one person comes down with a chair, only one person getting clocked? Just take the L and y'all can jump him. He not gonna get. You don't got like a machine gun swing. You getting one swing and then the second person grab it. I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
Yes, which is the reason why WWE does it the way they do it. They have one guy stay in the ring while the other one goes down the ramp to get him. That way he knocks him out, and then the other guy in the ring is like, oh crap. Then he gets in with the steel. So it's like,
I see what you're saying, bro.
But if they both were standing there, of course, you jump them, but they separate them.
What's your thoughts on the main event, Ryan?
I thought it was a really good match as well, man. I'm glad there was no shenanigans.
Yeah,
there was no there was literally they just beat them as they should.
They should have. Yeah, definitely. Chuck.
Yes.
Main event. Your thoughts?
Man. I love the clean win. I'm tired of Jay always sticking his nose in where it don't belong. You're supposed to be focusing on figuring out a way
Sammy
to get your
family.
title.
Yeah, it can't.
You're supposed to be focused on. That's how you got fucked up last time. That's how you lost the title. Focusing on everybody else, but what you need to be focused on.
He don't have nothing to lose no more. But his family, he can't.
Hey,
lose
like
his
I
family.
said, he need to be focused on trying to get the title back. But hey, if you rather go into nothingness, what is it called? Whatever. Anyways, if you rather go back into catering and back to of being nobody,
obscurity.
Back to just being that's it, obscurity. If you want to go back to obscurity and just being known as the other twin, have at it.
Scale of 1 to 10, what you giving it, Chuck?
9.5.
9.5. Wow.
The only thing I thought was stupid was the it was the good, was like Ron said, it was a good match. It was just a horrible ending. So that's the only reason I knocked it down a half a point. Other than that, 9.5 for me.
Ryan T, what you giving it?
I'm actually giving it lower than Chuck, but I am in the 9s, so I'll give it a 9.3.
Damn. I thought it was a good show too. You know what I enjoy most about anything? It being midday kind of. They might want to think about changing that time, man, making this a new time, man. I don't know, man. It was pretty easy. We get to go to bed early.
At least 7 o'clock. At least make it a 7.
At least, man. Whatever. But that's it for us. Next time you will see us will be tomorrow. We did a post show last week. We might keep the streak going this week. I think we are. Chuck's gonna be free. Ryan, you gonna be free tomorrow?
If it's a good show.
I'm think free all week. Be there. Chuck's free all week, so more than likely tomorrow NXT post show. But until then, it's your boy ABE from DET.
Oh, I'm on this side now. It's your boy Ryan T the Icon.
My name is Chuck Jordan.
You guys been tuning in to the WWE RAW post show by the Holy Shhh Podcast. Peace.